Manifest You Inc. presents Balance with Bo Bradley. For more information, visit www.universityofmanifesting.com. Today, listen to lessons learned and interviews with experts in different facets of balance. And now, here's Bo Bradley.
Welcome to part 3 of our interview with Spiritual Expert Constance Chapman. Today, Constance will give us some new possibilities to consider.
I know that this is a reoccurring theme for a lot of people, so many people still haven't quite gotten it yet, is why do women and some men keep using the same kind of person over and over?
Well, in my experience, that's something that comes from a very, very early, I call it a recording that we put down very early in life. And then we keep drawing the same kind of person to us, trying to relearn that lesson, but we don't, and so the recording keeps getting deeper and deeper and deeper. So, for example, I worked with a woman who was always dating men who weren't as ambitious as her, and that just didn't satisfy. She wanted someone that could keep up with her in terms of her business prowess and ambition. So when we looked at it, and really went back, it had to do with control. She was trying to control the situation because she had felt guilty about something that had happened when she was very young. So for her, it was about being able to give up control and allowing her partner to be all of who he could be, and to really explore that. That often happens, and so one of the things that I do with women and men is that I can very quickly with people help them identify what one of those very, very early experiences that created a pattern which has shown up. And the thing is that it doesn't just usually show up in the dating life. It usually shows up in all sorts of areas of your life. Sometimes in our work life we learn to cover it over a little bit better, but it's usually there. And then I've got a number of different ways in which we can then start to rechange that. So you can lay down a holding song and learn a different way of doing things, so that you open yourself up. So once you get that recording going, see how you've closed all the possibilities. Not only is that recording calling in the same person over and over again, but it's telling the people that you really want to have in your life that they're not welcome there because that's the recording that's going on. It's not their song.
Yeah, there's no space for them.
That's right. Yeah. And the other thing that can happen is until you actually understand what that recording is and shift it, if someone shows up who is the kind of person that you really on paper want, you'll reject them. So I worked with a woman many years ago who was always choosing men who were controlling her and physically abusing her. And when we were working with this, she said, you know what? She said, I've got these guys who really want to date me, and they just seem so boring to me. So she hadn't made the shift yet. She did make it. But at that point, at least she was starting to recognize what was going on.
Right.
That the men who actually treated her nicely and who respected her, she couldn't accept that because and the only way she could explain it was that they felt boring to her. But that's actually what she wanted. She wanted to be respected and to have some excitement, but the only way she knew to get the excitement was through the abuse.
So shifting how she got excitement and learning.
Absolutely, yeah.
Very interesting. So how would a woman know who to turn to for help?
Well, I think that the important thing is to look at, if you want to shift some internal patterns, then you've got to go to someone who can actually do that for you. So if you want to be respected, you got to go to someone who's going to respect you. If you want to learn to listen to your internal voice, you've got to go to someone who's actually going to help you do that rather than tell you what to do. You've got to go to someone who feels safe to you. I think that is the most important thing, is safety.
Absolutely.
So if the person doesn't feel safe, you trust your gut and don't do it. So those are the kind of qualities I would look for in someone.
Good. Now,
And as well as expertise, of course. I mean, but there are a lot of people, there's a lot of experts out in the world, and not all of them will resonate with who you need to be talking to.
right, and the cheapest isn't necessarily the best, nor is the expensive necessarily the best.
No.
It's not based on price. It's based on who they are and what they have to offer you.
That's right. Yeah, so one of the things I would suggest is make sure you can actually have a conversation with someone before you actually sign up with someone, because it'll give you a really good sense of whether or not you trust that person.
Right. Nice consultation.
Yeah, a good consultation.
You wouldn't be the possibility queen if you didn't give my listeners some new possibilities to consider. So what can you offer our listeners today, and how can they get their hands on more?
Well, I have just put up a brand new free report that I'd like to offer your listeners.
Great.
It's called Three Quick, Easy, and Simple Ways to Jumpstart Your Love Life. And along with that is a meditation, which is part of this 21-day Heal Your Heart program. So they're going to get it's not the whole meditation, but it's part of it that they can actually listen and start working with.
Great.
And so I want to offer that to them. It's free. It doesn't have any cost. And to get it, they go to www.trueselfinc.com/report/. So it's www.trueself, just like it's TRUESELFINC.com/report/. And then you just put in your name and email, and you'll get an email back that gives you all the information about how to get it.
Wonderful. And that link will also be on the blog for anybody to click into.
Yes. And then they'll also, if they want a free consultation, then they're more than welcome to have one as well, and they can get that just through the email.
So if they click on that link, they'll be able to get your email as well.
Yes. Yeah.
Terrific. Well, thank you very much for a very informative interview today, Constance, and I just love all the information you gave.
Thank you so much for giving me this chance to talk to your listeners.
Thank you, Constance.
This has been Balance with Bo Bradley, presented by Manifest You, Inc. For more information, visit www.universityofmanifesting.com. Tune in Friday when Bo answers your questions about balance.